What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here. Welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and I'm joined by Canadian Yorker. It's been so long since our last broadcast, I think, together. So it's great to have you back. We've been busy, and I hope you all had a great Christmas. And wishing you all a happy New Year, 2025. 2025 is just around the corner, so hope you all had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. But Canadian Yorker, how's it going tonight? Glad to have you back.
I'm doing great tonight. It's just another day of 2024, busy with work and school, work. And, I'm enjoying the last few days of 2024. Can't wait for 2025 and what 2025 will bring. So I'm excited to see what happens.
All right, but tonight we are talking about the Friday Night Smackdown that took place December 27th, 2024, which took place in Tampa, Florida. And that's the shirt I got Canadian Yorker for Christmas, and I'm wearing my Tiffany Stratton shirt. So yeah, let's get started. So we have the show opened up with Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis talking about how Kevin Owens is in possession of the Winged Eagle title, and Nick Aldis said that Kevin Owens have until the end of the night to relinquish the title or suffer immediate and severe consequences. So yeah, that's crazy. Obviously you guys know that he stole the title, so that's just that. Um, but yeah, Naomi and Bianca Belair. Canadian Yorker shirt had Bianca Belair on it. Naomi and Bianca and Naomi are interviewed. Naomi talks about how much holding a title means, even though she came to it through unfortunate circumstances. And Bianca says she's not forgetting what happened to Jade Cargill. They're gonna figure out who did it. Naomi introduced her unofficial tag team partner Bayley, and Bayley asked Bianca if they're good, and it sums up all around. They get interrupted by Nia Jax, who gets a mic during her entrance and asks Bianca how many times she has to say she didn't touch Jade if none of them did. Tiffany couldn't even help them win the tag team title, so Nia Jax putting out some shots at Stratton, Tiffany. So I feel like Tiffany is left out because I think that's the whole reason why Indy Hardware left, so Candice can build a relationship with Nia Jax. But then now I really do believe that they're building up this left off story with Tiffany, like Candice spending more time with Nia, like Tiffany used to do with Nia. Tiffany gets jealous, and I think that Nia, talking crap about Tiffany. Candice, obviously, we saw Candice talking shit about Tiffany. Fuck you for that, Candice. But I think it's a build up to Tiffany turning face. I do believe that this whole shenanigans with Candice and Nia and Tiffany is going to turn Tiffany into a face. We might see Tiffany feud with both Candice and Nia, so we can see that. Um, but then Jax said, "Do you?" Nia Jax said, "Do you think she could orchestrate attack?" And it seems to doing so far without Cargill. Jax said that she's just trying to avoid suspicion on herself. Jade is bigger, stronger, and better than Bianca, and she couldn't stand it, so she snapped. And Nia gets it. She'll do the same thing. So let's not pointing fingers and admit it, or it should make her. So Nia Jax is blaming Bianca. So Nia Jax is pointing the fingers at Bianca. That Bianca is the one that attack Jade. So yeah, if that's the case, worst timing ever to get Canadian Yorker a Bianca shirt. If that's the case, so but I actually think I think I'm more aiming towards Naomi though. If you guys don't know, Naomi never lost the titles and she wants that spotlight. So I wouldn't be surprised if Naomi was the one that attacked Jade. So it's still a mystery. But I know Canadian Yorker is gonna be devastated if it was actually Bianca who attacked Jade. So, but yeah, that's the opening segment. Let's talk about it before we go to the first match, which is actually Bayley, Bianca, Naomi versus Candice LeRae, Nia Jax, and Tiffany. So, Canadian Yorker, how do you feel about this opening segment?
There's a lot to unpack there. I definitely think that there are so many players involved in finding out who in the world was it that attacked Jade Cargill. Bianca is a prime suspect. Naomi is also a prime suspect. Uh, that you just have those two ladies that they could be one of those two that actually attacks Jade Cargill. And I mean, honestly, I can say that I would be saddened if if either one of them was found out to be the attacker of Jade Cargill. But I mean, Jade Cargill is a tag team champion, and Naomi definitely wants to have that spot as and be the tag team partner uh for Bianca Belair, So it feels like it's a situation with The Rock and Rikishi where Naomi's just saying to Bianca, she did it for Bianca. She did it for Bianca. That's the only reason why she took out Jade Cargill because she wanted to be the one with Bianca. And then Naomi hasn't been a champion for some time, as you know. Bianca Belair is massively more successful than Naomi is. And Jade Cargill just came to WWE about a year and a half ago. So Jade is up and coming, very popular, coming from a different company. Of course, who why else wouldn't Naomi feel jealousy and resentment towards Jade and attack her? But also would be the same thing for Bianca. I mean, I do think Nia Jax, as much as I critique Nia Jax, right? I do think Nia Jax does have some points to it. She does it does make sense that what she says is true. She was honest, either Jade or Nia, either Jade or either Naomi or Bianca could be the ones that could have attacked her, or it could also be Bayley. We don't even know if Bayley would be the one turning face, but heel. But it wouldn't make sense for Bayley to turn heel at this point. But in all honesty, we're gonna find out who it was that attacked Jade Cargill and took her out.
And there are rumors, before, I don't want this video to be too long, but there are rumors that people are saying that what if it was Charlotte Flair? Charlotte Flair returning as a heel. That could happen. That could be the case. But if you guys don't know, like, why would it be Charlotte Flair? What does Charlotte Flair have against Jade Cargill? That's why I don't understand. But if you guys don't know, the first time Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill met was like backstage. They had a stare down, and Triple H came in and was like, Jade, Charlotte, and then Charlotte's like, Jade, I know. It's nice to meet you. That's like the last. And it was a little, had a little temper to it. So maybe Charlotte Flair actually hates Jade. So maybe Charlotte's actually attacked Jade. We never know because there are rumors that Charlotte Flair might return. So we have to see what that storyline is. Like so far, this whole who attacked Jade Cargill is such a great storyline. So do you
That
think
also,
it could have been Charlotte? I mean, I don't know,
it
but
could have been Charlotte Flair because Charlotte Flair actually has been out for some time. I think she's been out for almost a year now. She suffered an injury. I read it somewhere. She suffered an injury, and she has definitely been overcoming the injury, and she also suffered went into mental problems and mental issues. So I mean, definitely, I think Charlotte Flair definitely, you know, is probably seeing how things have changed and wants some payback, and she's just targeting Jade because probably doesn't like her. So I mean, definitely I could see Charlotte Flair coming back as heel.
all right, so yeah, opening segment, great opening segment. So yeah, so moving on, we have Bayley, Bianca, and Naomi, versus Candice, Tiffany, and Nia Jax. So Bianca and Stratton to start. Tiffany bails to the floor, trip, but Colt dived from the babyface team, wipes out the heels. Jax with a headbutt near falling Naomi, taking her into the corner. Quick tags and working her over. Bianca comes in and tide turns on LeRae, double team. Stratton trying to keep her from the tag with a handful. So obviously Tiffany and Candice having issues. Um, a corner drop kick caught, and Candice puts her face first into the ring post. Mounted punches, clubbing blows, bouncing her face off the apron. Naomi hot in on Tiffany's corkscrew elbow and a roundhouse kick off of the second rope. Tiffany breaks it up, and Jax is down, and once again, they're teasing Tiffany Stratton's cash in with the money in the bank. But Candice grabs the case to stop her from cashing in. They argue about it. LeRae, that's a feud that I like to see in the future if they ever have Tiffany Stratton as the babyface versus a heel Candice LeRae. I would love to see that. Um, LeRae tags in Naomi with a full Nelson. Um, Naomi hits the full Nelson bomb from Naomi on Candice LeRae. Bayley, Bianca, and Naomi with the big win over Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, and Tiffany Stratton. It looks like Nia Jax is not happy. And you see there's still kind of more tension between Bayley and Bianca. Instead of hugging, they just give each other a fist pump. So a little bit more tension between Bayley and Bianca. So it's kind of hard to say if they're on the same page. And I don't know. We're not there yet, but it's like a slow process. But what are your thoughts on Bayley, Bianca, and Naomi defeating Tiffany Stratton, Candice, and Nia Jax?
Great win for Bayley, Bianca, and Naomi against Tiffany Stratton
I gotta take the
and
shirt off
Nia.
because she lost.
Great win. A great win. Let's go. KOD, baby. KOD. It's a great win for Bayley, Bianca, and Naomi to get the win over Nia Jax, Candice, and Tiffany because they needed the win. You know, that's just that further justifies the fact that they are who they are. When they were at Survivor Series, they were good. They were pretty good together. They managed to come out again with the win against Nia Jax. Um, Obviously, there's tension on both sides. We have tension with Nia Jax and Tiffany. You have tension with Bianca and Bayley. I really like I said, man. I don't think Bayley and Bianca are not. They're like oil and water. They don't mix. They're obviously there's no love lost between these two. Obviously, Bayley doesn't like Bianca. Bianca doesn't like Bayley, and they don't trust each other. But Naomi is there to be the glue between them. She is the one that holds them together to unite against Nia Jax. Because if they were not united, Nia Jax would be destroying all of them all together in the ring. So it's a great pickup win for them.
All right, moving on to the next match. We got Austin Theory versus Braun Strowman. We saw the newest member of Raw, Braun Strowman. Excuse me, the newest member of SmackDown, Braun Strowman. That was Carmelo Hayes' mystery opponent. So Braun Strowman is on SmackDown. So this whole feud that he had with Bronson Reed, I guess they shut that down. So Austin Theory versus Braun Strowman after what happened on the Grayson Waller effect. So Austin Theory going one-on-one with Braun Strowman. Theory tries taking it to Strowman. He gets bladed huge. Theory gets a reverse STO, chop block, big forearm, cover for one, and Austin crashes to the floor off with a kick out. Grayson Waller once interferes and gets his hand stomped on for his trouble, and Braun heads to the floor to capitalize. Waller runs away. Strowman scoops Theory up and throws him back inside. Waller returned and gets shoved down. Austin gets under the monster but can't capitalize. So Austin trying to go for the 8 count down under but couldn't capitalize. Braun picks him up again. Braun still been hitting a running power slam on Austin Theory. Austin Theory had no choice, had no shot. So Braun Strowman defeats Austin Theory by pinfall. What are your thoughts on this win?
Dominant win. Dominance by the big man. Dominance by Braun Strowman to get the win over A Town Down. Obviously, you know, he was one man was too much for two men. So Austin Theory, Braun Strowman was too much uh, for Austin Theory to win. He could not beat him on his own. Obviously, he needed the help of Grayson Waller to beat him, but it just wasn't enough. And it's great that Braun Strowman was able to get the win against Austin Theory.
Alright, give me a second. Why is my laptop out of battery? I was charging it all night. Oh well. Let me see. Here we go.
Great
Alright,
difficulties,
sorry.
guys.
Sorry guys. Yeah, stupid laptop. I saw you charge it last night. I guess not. Alright. So moving on to the next segment that I hate. I want to kill myself. So, Pimper Niven is in the ring, decorated for Chelsea Green's WWE United States Championship. Oh, help God help us all. Uh, um,
Bear
um,
with it. Bear with it.
celebration, and she completely ill. I didn't like her outfit. It was ugly. She was completely gorgeous in the green wrap dress and white fur stolen. Charming. Chelsea makes her entrance, stunning in all very different ways. Just dressed as the Statue of Liberty in one shoulder, the phone number, and God, she gets on mic and spells out the word glamorous and says that represents this really moment, the most glamorous, richest, tennis, long reigning, first ever WWE Women's United States Championship. Why are you calling yourself a long reigning championship, bitch? Like, what the fuck? She wants to give her a recommendation to the woman that's been by her side the entire time, and that woman is her. So I think Pimper Nivens might turn on Chelsea Green at some point. I think it might be in the future. The only issue is I don't want that to happen because you know what I have to fucking deal with? A fucking babyface Chelsea Green. That's why I don't want Pimper Nivens to turn on Chelsea Green. Um, Chelsea said it's her honor to bring pride and sexiness to this reign. Because let's be honest, without her, you'll be stuck with one of those she trolls in the back, and to her trash-loving opponent Michin. Good riddance. She says that she can be champion too, but she's Canadian, and Canadians don't lie. Canadian Yorker, can you confirm that? She challenged us to ask not what Chelsea Green can do for us, but what we can do for Chelsea Green. And 2025 is the year, and enter Mi Chan. And I was like, thank you for shutting that bitch up, Mi Chan. Thank you. And Mi Chan said if it weren't for Chelsea's goofy friend Pimper, she'll be champion. And so she's gonna take a page out of her book and introduce her little friend and give her an ass whooping she deserved. Oh, I remember I was cheering when she said that. Yeah, I was like, kick her ass. And then Pamper Nevins rushes out to meet her and gets laid out with the candlestick. She attacks Chelsea in the ring, and the champion ducks but trips on her platform. Oh, Mi Chan, you gotta hit her next time. Come on. But trips on the platform, and Pimper has to pull her out of the ring, ending the segment. So, yeah, I'm glad that her championship celebration got interrupted and destroyed. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Woohoo. So,
Or do you have any thoughts? What's your thoughts on it?
all right. So, I'm just saying that Chelsea Green, she is, let's just say, she's a very, I'm going to say, not going to say complex or let's just say she is a an interesting wrestler. She's really made it her own thing, and she's developed herself in a way to make people hate her and love her. You know what I'm saying? So there are people that hate Chelsea Green, and let's just give her the congratulations that yes, she won. She is a champion, and it is what it is. But for her to come out and she's gloating and she's the champion because she won. Not that's not the case. Okay, Chelsea, you didn't win because you won. You won because you had help from Piper. I don't even know how to say her name properly. From Piper Nivens. Piper Nivens helped you to win that championship. And if it wasn't for her, you would not be champion right now. It would be Mitchin who would be
Oh, I
champion.
wouldn't.
That
I
could
would. I would
that
not
in
mind. I would not mind if like Chelsea Green turns on Pimper Nivens and we see Pimper Nivens as the babyface. Then I can see Pimper Nivens whoop that fucking ass like she always does. Like, do you know that huge move that she does on the top rope? Pimper Nivens can
yeah.
hit that on
Yeah.
Chelsea Green every fucking time, and then
But
people would cheer.
we would have to see a reverse. We would have to see a reverse free Otis movement. You know what happened with Otis and Chad Gable? It was Piper Nivens and Chelsea Green. Okay, well I think maybe that's something that could happen. Piper could Piper is gonna turn on Chelsea, or Chelsea's turning on Piper, and she's finding a better opponent, a better partner to help her to retain the championship. I mean, let's just say 2025 is gonna be really interesting with Chelsea Green being the U.S. champion, and I want to see Michin go get that championship from
Yes.
from from Chelsea.
Yes. all right. So moving on, we got a huge tag team match. So obviously, someone attacked the Street Profits last week, and apparently, DIY got interviewed, and Nick Aldis asked him, "Did you attack the Street Profits?" But then Pretty Deadly said that it wasn't them. Pretty Deadly said that it was Santos Escobar's crew. So the Street Profits went to find Angel Garza and Roberto Carrillo and attacks them, setting up this tag team match. So Carrillo and Ford brawling, whip reverse, big lateral from Montez. Dawkins tags in, double flagjack, cover for two. Garza into double teaming, near fall their own, and Angel beats him down with the mounting punches. Des tags back in, double teaming on Alberto. Angel with a headbutt, a bit of everybody. Do something cool for us. Back body drop. So it was a great match. We saw Santos Escobar's guys. I gotta say they are really athletic. They had some great moves on the Street Profits. Ford with a 1,000 yard stare on Garza that takes him to the floor, and um, Garza has Ford locked down. Montez struggles to his feet, elbow for separation. Angel cuts him off with a spinebuster and tucks a Carrillo in. Stereo strikes eventually. Dawkins tags in. Corkscrew elbow fired up. Low Garza turns to tide. Dives gets Lopez gets involved, and B-Fab counters. So we get a little Lopez and B-Fab rivalry right there. Profits takes over, hitting the blockbuster Doomsday device on Angel. Street Profits defeats Angel Garcia. The Street Profits gets the huge win over Los Gaso with the big win. So what are your thoughts on the Street Profits winning?
Uh, I think it was a great pickup win for the Street Profits. I do think the Street Profits, man, it seems like every week they're getting pushed. They get pushed into the championship picture. They get pushed, but they can't seem to capture the gold. They have not captured the gold for some time. They've been out of sync. And I don't think the Street Profits. I don't think the LWO is. I mean, I don't think Legado the Phantasma are the ones that attacked the Street Profits. I don't think. I think it was some other group that attacked them. It could have been DIY that attacked them. I think Pretty Deadly is lying. It could have been Pretty Deadly, of course. We
Well,
know they're a heel faction. It could.
obviously, it was revealed after the match that Pretty Deadly lied. It wasn't Santos Escobar's group, but there was another witness. Apollo Cruz appears and says DIY attacked the Street Profits and they're getting played. I knew it was DIY who attacked them, so yeah, that's just that. So anyway, we are moving on to the main event, which is Carmelo Hayes versus Sami Zayn. We saw Sami Zayn show up, and we're scratching our heads. They're like, is Sami Zayn gonna get traded to SmackDown? That's gonna be crazy. Is that the big sign that Sami Zayn is gonna feud with his former friend Kevin Owens at WrestleMania? Is this the build-up because of the whole bloodline situation with teaming up with Roman, one of Kevin Owens' biggest rivals, and most hated. But we have to see what happens with this whole trade thing. See if Sami Zayn actually gets traded to SmackDown. But Carmelo Hayes and Sami Zayn, collar and elbow. Sami Zayn grabs the wrist lock, back and forth. Hayes to the floor, sidesteps the dive, so Sami does the Arbinia fresh fake out instead. Fake out slides back in, pulls Sami Zayn to the floor, telling the crowd to get away. Whip to the barricade. Sami pops up with a moonsault off the barricade. Hayes with a springboard crossbody cover for two. It went back and forth. Sami Zayn hits the Blue Thunder driver, but Hayes kicks out. This was a great match. I think this is the first time Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes face off against each other. Off the top, nobody home. Carmelo Hayes with the code breaker. Nobody. Nope. Sami with the lateral mounted punches into the corner. Hulula kick. Carmelo Hayes getting hit with the Hulula kick. He makes it to the stage before Braun Strowman comes out. Braun grabs him. Mello slips out and heads to the back. The match goes to no contest, which sucks. the all new, all different bloodline attack Sami Zayn. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew Solo's group was gonna attack Sami. You had to know it was coming. The bloodline takes Sami out. Braun Strowman makes the save and clears the ring and squares off with Jacob Fatu. Now that is a matchup that I want to see. Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman, these two huge guys going in. Imagine, I'll pay like $10,000 to watch that. That's crazy. So before the monster can fight the werewolf, Tama Tonga pulls him out of the ring, and Solo Sikoa hits the Samoan spike on Braun Strowman. Sami tries to come back to fight, but gets overrupted immediately by the damn numbers game and referee swarm. Moonsault from Fatu on Sami Zayn, and Solo sending a message to the OTC Roman Reigns by hitting a Samoan spike on Sami Zayn, and that's the end of that main event match. So, what are your thoughts on this match going to no contest because of Braun Strowman and the new Bloodline?
I do think that it could have just they could have we could have seen a clear winner here. Sammy versus Carmelo Hayes. When was the last time Hayes has never had a big match like this? We have Hayes versus Sami Zayn. This is kind of a big match. I mean, honestly, it's the first time we've seen these guys face off against each other. It would have been great to see a very clear winner instead of interference happening in this match. But it happened. Unfortunately, we're never gonna know who's gonna be the ender, the deciding winner. Carmelo Hayes got away from Braun Strowman. Of course, the new bloodline attacks Sami Zayn and takes him out. And of course, that's going to happen. And of course, he's gonna get put down by Jacob Fatu. He's gonna get put down by Solo Sikoa. I don't understand. I would love to see. It would be interesting. We've never seen Solo Sikoa versus Braun Strowman, and Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman is also another interesting. That would be a very interesting match for sure. I would definitely be interested in seeing a match
We
with that
also,
occur.
yeah, we also seen Braun Breaker square off with Jacob Fatu. Imagine Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker.
Bron Breakker versus Jacob Fatu would also be another interesting parallel right there. But in other words, what we know that the showdown is coming. The showdown is coming. Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns for the seat of Tribal Chief. We're going to see who's going to be the clear winner from that. But of course, the Bloodline is going to be interfering in the match. We'll have to see what's going to happen with that. And I mean, honestly, let's just think about this. Solo, Solo, we might have to do a prediction about who's going to win. It's going to be Solo. It's going to be Roman. We don't know. We'll find out. But and in the future, it's Braun Strowman. I'd love to see a Braun Strowman push forward. Is Braun Strowman going to be going forward? And if what's his name is coming back, uh, uh, if Jacob Fatu is going to be facing Braun Strowman and he would be an ally for Sami Zayn, it would be awesome to see. I don't think that Sami Zayn should face Kevin Owens right now because Sami is in the middle, in the thick of the whole bloodline situation. And Kevin Owens is busy right now, feuding with Cody Rhodes. Cody is busy feuding with Kevin Owens. So we don't need to see that situation at all. I don't want to see Sami Zayn interjecting himself into Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes situation at all. Let them deal with that business.
All right, so that was the main event match. Now we're going to the actual main event, which is a segment. We also Nick Aldis, saying that Kevin Owens have until the end of the show to return the Wing Eagle Championship. Nick Aldis is alone in the ring with Kevin Owens. Nick Aldis said that he said all there is to say is ask Kevin to do the right thing and hand the title belt. Owens said that's the worst thing he can do because the belt is the only bargaining chip he has and the only way he can make sure he gets a rematch to serve with where the referee can't rob him of victory. He said that if Nick wants the title back, Cody has to come take it and demands a rematch. He had Cody Rhodes beat, everyone knows it. Nick Aldis said he already said that was not a negotiation and there'd be consequences, but maybe he needs to spell it. Hand the belt over or you never set foot in a WWE ring again. So Nick Aldis threatening to fire Kevin Owens from WWE, and then enter Kevin. They get interrupted by Cody Rhodes. Nick Aldis asked him for the sake of his house and the sake of the company to turn around and let him handle this. Cody, clearly uncomfortable and shaking on feet, said he's not going to walk away and he doesn't want KO to hand over the title and he doesn't want to see a mirror made of someone begging to be a man trick. Owens have thrown up sheets of logic as to what this is all about, and this is all about teaming up with a man who tried to end his livelihood and made his life a living hell. Well, rewind to the end of Saturday Night Event, KO did the exact same thing to him. Cody said he was young and hungry and doing it for himself. Once he hasn't for quite some time. He does it for his girls, for his fans, for his announcer over there who believed in him, and for his cousin who's the timekeeper, for his mentor Randy Orton that Owen put on the show, for the people who had faith in him, and the man who put the winged eagle in his hand for one night only to give the people something special. Um, Kevin Owens mocks what he was saying, and Cody cuts him off and tells him to shut up and said they were friends before he won the title, but they're not friends anymore. He wants a match where the referee can't screw him out of the title. Cody wants a match where the referee can't stop what he's going to do. Cody Rhodes talked to Aldis off mic, clearly laying out what he wants, and Nick gives them some kind of response in as he climbs to the ring. Take the winged eagle, take his champion, hangs him up high. Cody wants a ladder match. Let's go. Wiz Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble is going to be Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship in a ladder match at Royal Rumble. So that's going to be huge, man. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. Nick makes it official. KO says that sounds great and reaches for a handshake, but Cody, hurting, stares a hole in him. Owens makes it like he's going to leave and shoves Nick Aldis into Rhodes before stomping Cody's neck repeatedly. Where road agents and referees shove Owens away and takes his leave, kissing the winged emo on the coat while Cody clutches his head and rending in agony, which ends the show. And Kevin Owens saying that, I'll see you in the Royal Rumble, bitch. What are your thoughts?
Well, uh, that's a great way to end the show. I think that Kevin Owens definitely wants the championship, and I think he would be the perfect candidate, one of the perfect candidates to definitely take the WWE title to greater heights. How far is the Royal Rumble from here? Is it
February.
like a month?
February.
Oh, in February. That's like a month away.
Yeah.
So okay. So this is interesting. There's gonna be a lot of build up between now and February between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. It's gonna be real interesting to see uh, how they're going to be moving forward with that. And I think Kevin Owens, Cody. I think Cody's the one that started this. Cody wanted somebody to be his next opponent, and Cody chose Kevin Owens to be his next opponent. Cody poked, Cody prodded him, Cody wanted him to give him the match that he wanted, and Kevin Owens gave him a half-hearted match. He didn't give him the exact match. Cody then turns around, sides with Roman Reigns, and makes peace with him to fight off the new bloodline when he had a whole crew, and of course that pissed Kevin off. Honestly, I mean, I think Kevin definitely deserves the title shot now that he is a unhinged man that he is. Um, Cody Cody has to find a way to turn this around somehow, and we know that he's injured. He's still suffering from the injury that Kevin Owens gave him, and I mean, he gave him that shot to the head. Kevin Cody only has a month to recover, and we don't know how long this Cody's going to take to recover from his injury, and it's just going to be a deciding factor for Cody going into Royal Rumble. Now, I don't know, but I think it could be a deciding factor because with Cody vulnerable like that, you know, I definitely smell Kevin Owens, and I definitely smell Kevin Owens taking advantage of the opportunity. So Sokoa could definitely take advantage of it. Even like there are people that are out there that would definitely take advantage.
All right. So that would do it, guys, for our Friday Night SmackDown broadcast. My name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker. In terms of our grading of the show, I loved it. The build-up of the Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes of feud is, I love it. This show was great. You know, the storyline with DIY attacking the Street Profits, and especially the storyline with who attacked Jade. I love this show. The only issue I had with the show was Chelsea Green's fucking celebration. Boo. But I give this show a B plus. No, make that an A minus. It would have been it would have been an A plus if Mi Chan whooped Chelsea Green's ass with the candlestick, but she failed. But I'm giving this show an A minus. How about you?
I definitely will give this show. Um, I also give it an I'll give it an A minus. I definitely think there were some things that definitely need improvement. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven's situation, we don't know what's going to be going on there, but could we be seeing a change in a change in the relationship between those two ladies? Could Michin get a rematch against Chelsea Green and win the title from her? That would be interesting. Another thing is that Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, facing off at Royal Rumble will be interesting. DIY definitely being the ones that attack the Street Profits. I find that I see what's going to be this, what's going to be going on with them going forward. Um, Bianca Belair, and we still don't know who attacked Jade Cargill. I mean, there's so many different things that are going on all at once and on SmackDown. So it's
Ooh.
going to be interesting to see what's going to happen going forward next year on January 6th, and you know, and seeing how far and what happens in the next week. So thank you guys for watching.
All right, so that would do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Bruin Steel, and this is Canadian Yorker. So this was actually the last 2 hour SmackDown show. The 3 hour show. SmackDown is going to be 3 hours next week. So fasten your seatbelt. So next week, SmackDown is going for 3 hours for the first time. I can't wait, man. 3 hours for SmackDown, 3 hours for Raw. You can't miss January 6th Raw. Netflix. It's basically a pay per view in Los Angeles. We got some great matches. But next week on SmackDown, we got a huge two championship matches. We got Nia Jax defending her title against Naomi. I feel like that's the time that Tiffany might cash in. Also, we finally see Andrade calling out Shinsuke Nakamura. So next week, we got Shinsuke Nakamura in his first title defense facing off against Andrade. So that's going to be awesome to see. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next broadcast. Be sure to subscribe to Canadian Yorker. His YouTube channel will be in the link of this video, as well as our WWE Wrestling Bros channel, which I've been trying to upload. Canadian Yorker, you need to upload more talks. But WWE Wrestling Bros will be in the description of this video as well as Canadian Yorker's YouTube link. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. January 6th, Netflix, 3 hours is going to be a banger of having SmackDown and Raw with 3 hours now. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you guys in the next broadcast. See you guys later.
Take care.